Hi there, my name is Sam Retford and you may know me from playing Cory Wilson in the Channel 4 drama Ackley Bridge, or from my new film where I play Sam in the film S.A.M. Now, Vision Cinema have prepared this interview for me along with a short quiz at the end. So, without further ado, here we go. Questions about the film S.A.M. What do you love and hate about this character? I absolutely love the humility of Sam in S.A.M. I think he's so real and raw. What do I hate about Sam? I wish he would be more open and talk about his feelings more, and talk about his feelings with much more ease, as it would make his life a lot easier. What was the biggest challenge about taking on this role? The biggest challenge about taking on the role of Sam was probably working in the middle of December, pretending it was the middle of summer. That was pretty difficult because it was really cold, and I was really cold. What message do you think this film gives? I think this film gives a message of be who you are. Don't be afraid to be who you are. And that if you are watching this film and you feel like you haven't been represented before, or that your story isn't good enough, then this film should tell you that you are absolutely enough and that your story is 100% worth hearing. And yeah. How does this show impact the feeling of broken families? I think this show shows fantastically the societal difference between Sam and the other Sam. Being from one is from a kind of a well, as you said in the question, kind of a broken household, with his mum who doesn't really want him around, whereas George, the character who on paper, is facing, will go through life facing more adversity because of his disability, but he goes home to a middle class family and has a family who cares about him. So I think it really shows that you never know what's going on underneath the surface, and how what's happening at home can massively influence someone's behaviour. So now on to the questions about Ackley Bridge. What do I love and hate about playing Cory Wilson? I love that Cory is a load of fun to play. He wasn't anything like me, so he was real fun to spend 3 years with. Playing with and experimenting with. What do I hate about playing Cory? I wish he'd just keep it in his pants, man. He just needs to settle down, find a nice person, and yeah, go to university or something, go and get a job, and stop going around and sleeping with teachers and mums. What is the biggest challenge about taking on this role? What's the biggest challenge about taking on the role of Cory Wilson? Well, I'd say pretending to like the guys. I mean, they're a real nightmare. Nihal and Gurjeet and Harit and Sam, and they were a real nightmare. I had to pretend to like actually find Gurjeet interesting, which is a tough one. But no, of course joking, they're fantastic. There was nothing difficult about this job. It was absolutely lovely. Again, probably exactly the same as Sam in S.A.M. Is that it was really, really difficult to pretend to be warm when you're in these tiny little rugby shorts and it was the middle of winter. What is your ideal celebrity to see take on this character? Oh wow. I would love to see. I'd love to see Judi Dench take on this character. I think she'd do it really, really well. She'd do a much better job than me. If I could play any other character in this show, who would it be? Oh, it would probably be Hale's character, Riz, because he had a really nice house to film in with like a swimming pool and stuff. And that sounded really fun. I just had like a really lovely, lovely dressed, grotty house. What attracted you to begin a career as an actor? Pretending to be other people. I found that really fascinating, and I did that before I did this as a career. I was kind of just obsessed with pretending to be other people. What sort of message does this show hold, and what can people learn from it? I think the show tackles many socio-political issues from everything. I think it tackles sexuality. I think it tackles friendships. I think it tackles a whole range of things. It's what's so great about the show, and anyone can watch it. It's a fab show. What sort of acting roles will you be seeking in the future? Anyone wants to give me a job? That would be great. No, what sort of things I'll be seeking in the future? I have no idea. Anything that comes. I just get really excited when we get a new script through to read and have a look through. You know, just interesting stories. That's kind of how I like to pick them. Just any story that sparks my interest. I love true stories. I'd love to do something about a real life person. I'd love to do a biopic of someone who's a real life, because I'd like to get my teeth into a real person and what their life is like, and try and take that off best I can. Who is the funniest person in cast in real life? Lorraine Cheshire, without a doubt. It's the funniest human being in the world. Marvel or DC? Well, Marvel all the way. Let's see how much we know about Ackley Bridge. I think this is where we're going on to the quiz round. We have 60 seconds. Alexa, set a timer for 60 seconds.
1 minute, starting now.
Here we go. Okay, what is the name of the owner and the head teacher of Ackley Bridge? That is Mandy, Joe Joyner's character. What main character dies? Beep, in case you haven't watched it. Ackley Bridge is filmed in what location? It's filmed in Halifax and Bradford, Yorkshire area. Where does Nazreen's father come from? True or false? Ackley Bridge is a show set in Yorkshire. That's true. What is the name of the teacher that Cory falls in love with? Sean, played by Ty. What is the name of Nazreen's stepbrother? Phil? I don't know. What did Nazreen almost get married to? A guy? Who was Nazreen going to get married to? Gurjeet, whose character is called Naveed. Oh, that's it. Alexa, stop the alarm. I'll finish the questions anyway. Who was Nazreen going to be married to? That was Naveed. Who was the school sold to? I have absolutely no idea. Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. But you know what? Cory wouldn't have known the answers to those questions anyway. So, perfect. Fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. And thanks very much, Vision Cinema, for having me on for the interview. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks very much.